Hey guys, it's Huntin for Games, and Final Fantasy 15, after 10 long years of development, has finally arrived. Think about that, when they first announced Final Fantasy 15 under a different name, Final Fantasy 14 wasn't even here yet. That is crazy. So now that I've gotten my hands on it, the big question is it any good? Only time and a full playthrough will probably say for sure, but I'm absolutely loving it after 5 hours in. So let's get into the top 5 aspects of the game after the first 5 hours. Alright, so the first thing you realize, especially if you jump into the rather long and detailed tutorial, is that the combat is fun. Having been polished even further since many of the available demos, it's clear that I will be enjoying my teleporting, slashing, magic throwing battles long into the process of the game. On top of that, it's very customizable. There are plenty of weapon types out there that play very differently from each other, and you can slot them as you see fit. Different enemies have different weaknesses to weapons too, which adds another layer to your planning. But you can only change between those weapons you already have equipped during battle, so planning beforehand could be super important. I'm playing on normal and frankly getting my ass kicked if I don't pay attention. I've been burning through potions, high potions, and elixirs, especially elixirs with how all that works. But it's very easy to be lulled into a false sense of security on easier enemies. There are also plenty of options for how to approach your combat in general, such as the weight system if real-time action combat isn't your thing. I'm still honestly trying to figure out all of its complexity, but I found a lot to love so far. So number 2, so far this game is just gorgeous. It's got vast, amazing landscapes, which you'll spend a lot of time looking at as you drive around in that car. The characters are all detailed and expressive, and everything in motion just looks fantastic. And seriously, that car, it's beautiful. Thank God it's good looking because it seems like we'll be seeing a lot of it. Monsters and enemies you encounter move believably, and large monsters feel like appropriately large, like they have real and dangerous weight to them. Visual effects in battle are amazing and just get you excited to see how the next crazy battle is going to play out. So number 3, the character advancement system. I had no idea what this is going to be like going in because I've been avoiding videos on this game like the plague for fear of spoilers and things being ruined for me. But the new advancement trees are really easy to grasp and choose from. We'll see if by the end of the game I think it's too easy, but I'm loving how approachable everything feels so far. While I love the depth of games like Final Fantasy X Sphere Grid and what it was capable of, it was confusing as hell. I ended up with a polearm wielding black mage that was literally useless in battle from what's his name, the blue guy, I forget his name. Final Fantasy 15 seems more in line with like The Witcher 3, where you can see easily where your character is going based on your branching choices, and it's up to you whether or not you double down all in one area or split up your choices across different areas of focus. Once you get enough AP points, it may not even matter, but it looks like some of the higher skill points are going to take a significant amount of them to upgrade, like 300, so you're going to have to make choices at some point. So number 4, there's just so much to do. Outside of the main story, you've got a myriad of random side quests that range a lot in their focus. Then you've got like things like hunts and even grocery shopping. I'm not even kidding about that last one. Some of it is clearly RPG fluff, but they've done a great job so far of surrounding the fluff with characters that breathe life into mindless situations. There isn't a ton of depth to a lot of the side missions. A lot of them come down to go to this part of the map and fight this thing. But they do a great job of giving excuses to travel to beautiful environments and visit those nooks and crannies of the world. After 5 hours or so, these are still a lot of fun and feel varied and interesting. So I'll let you know if that remains the case after 10, 15, or 20 hours. But, like, grocery shopping is important. Ignis cooks food for the party that raises stats after you camp every night, but if he doesn't have any ingredients, you get, like, toast. I actually laughed the first time I had to make toast because it shows the cutscene of him getting, like, super excited and happily preparing and delivering toast. And then there's toast. It'll show you a little plate with just toast on it, and after so many cutscenes of seeing like a beautiful egg sandwich or something else delicious, just seeing the bread, I could like feel my characters aching with anger that all we had was toast. So finally, number 5, Prompto's camera. I didn't even know this was a thing, but like throughout the day as you're fighting and going around to different vistas and doing stuff, the game essentially is like having Prompto casually take photos of all the stuff that you're doing, like in real time, but you don't really see him doing it. I know it might sound stupid, but I love this feature. It really brings the characters to life as you look back in the shots and they're like posing, and you've got to take these like dangerous steps and side quests to get that great angle that Prompto's been after. And at the end of the day, you sit around the campfire and you go over the best shots of the day and throw out the rest. It's just like a fun, this is what we did today kind of thing. That's just been awesome. It's exactly how real people would handle a road trip, and like the characters react believably to photos they like or don't like. Like Ignis, he's kind of been saying the same stuff, but every time he sees a shot of him that's like good, he's like, oh, well taken. It's just like goofy. Anyways, guys, this is just a small list of like the top 5 things that I've been excited about as I've been playing through. I don't want to give any kind of review or anything grander than that because honestly, I'm only 5 hours in, and with a game like this, that's like barely scratching the surface. The story's been interesting and engaging so far, and I can't wait to see where we go with that. It's kind of like just now picking up and getting to more interesting stuff because for a while, for the first few hours, I really just ran around doing random side quests. Let me know in the comments if you guys have been playing Final Fantasy 15 since it came out and what your favorite parts are so far. Try to keep the comment zone spoiler free. I've been trying to do my best to avoid them on the internet, but it's been crazy. There's stuff everywhere. Like the video if you remember when they announced Final Fantasy 13 versus way back. And definitely subscribe if you're new because I got plenty of videos coming each week and I really hope to see you guys back. So thanks for watching.
Look at all these lights. What a relief.
Indeed. They ought to keep the demons at bay.
I could eat a horse. Ready or not?